threatening to walk McAnally, and if only one out would put the double play ball in order, but hate to give up a base runner here. Good breaking pitch gets McAnally out in front for strike 2, so we'll have a full count. Leaves it just a bit high, about an inch above the letters to walk him. Good eye there from McAnally. Brings up Mikey Hess. Hess, the right fielder with runners on the corners. Certainly dangerous and has a chance, a whole bunch of room along the gaps, left center. Painted the corner for strike 1. Certainly a big weight off your shoulders as a pitcher when you've been struggling the last few batters to pick up that first pitch strike and be in control of an AB. Good job by Hess of sitting on that curveball, but still just a bit in front and chops foul. McAnally staying put over there at first for the time being. Popped up. This will be well foul. Fighting to stay alive in an 0-2 count. Certainly what good hitters do. Throw over to first, nothing doing. With only one out, it'd be a bit frustrating to have 2 runners in scoring position, facing only the 6th batter in the lineup. So that evens things up at 2. Good job by Hess after being down 0-2 and fouling a few off of working it back to even. Now take a bit of a breath as Church will have to earn this one, and it's like maybe a curveball slipped as it was left well high above his head. A bizarre release point. But we'll have a full count. We'll see if the runner over at first will be on the move. It stays put. But Mikey Hess puts a drive into this one, still way out in front, but this was a well-hit ball. The 3-2 one more time. Hit on the ground. First baseman fields it just foul. The long at bat. Through the catcher's glove as he walks, the runner advancing from third, the flip home, and a second run will cross the plate for Newark Christian as they lead this one 2-0 here in the first inning. Owen Przmierski, the pitcher. Have yet to see him pitch. It's been a long first inning for the Scots so far. Left low. Shortstop creeping, ultimately deciding to fire this pitch in, and it's a changeup that hangs a bit, but called a strike at the top part of the zone. Gets him with the breaking pitch way out in front. Here's Miski. Hit right up the middle. Second baseman, shortstop steps on second, and the throw over to first is in time. So after surrendering 2 runs here in the top half of the first inning, the Scots able to flip the double play and clean things up. Will they be able to get it back? Find out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Coming up next. First pitch is a ball to Collins. That's where we'll start things off here in the bottom half of the first inning. Wanted a big piece of that one, but popped foul instead. Another swing and a miss. Just looking to square one away and take one for a ride, but Przmierski gets him for strike 3 to start things off. What a great pitch. Court Sears, the junior. His first time up, batting second in the Scots lineup. Exceptional pitcher in his own right as well. Przmierski, quick pitches. As soon as he's on the rubber, he's ready to go, and can really affect a hitter's timing, but also a concern with stamina is really work yourself up pretty quickly. The 1-2. And Sears pokes one into left field, and it's going to roll past the left fielder for extra bases. Maybe thinking about third here. They decide to hold him up. It's a double from Court Sears after giving up 2 in the first half of the first inning. Now with a runner in scoring position, the tying run being represented at the plate now. Here's Mirski. Will step off, wants to talk with his catcher. I think they might have been changing their indicators, concerned about that runner over there at second. Fouled off of the hitter. Makes it 0-2. Sorry, 0-1. This will be the second pitch. Fires in a fastball for strike 2. Here's Mirski, good job of command early on. He's really done a good job of finding the strike zone. Of course, that led to the hit from Sears, but still, that'll serve you long term. And chops at third baseman, fields it on 3 hops, and the throw over to first is in time for out number 2. All the same, the runner from second will move all the way to third. Hayden Klein with the runner on third, the 4-hitter. Will look to drive this run home and put them within 1. Fastball on the bottom part of the zone gets the corner. Make it 2. Payoff pitch, route number 3 is there for strike number 3. Not so sure about that one. Let's take one more look. Look to be around the there, but all the same, it'll be out number 3, and the Green Wave hold the Scots to 0 here in the first, going into the top half of the second. Now let's take a look at our team spotlight for the Newark Catholic Green Wave. And so many guys on this team earning honors. Troy Johnston, first team all LCL. Miller Hutchinson, also first team. Rocco Capretta, second team. Cooper Labus, second team. And Brian McAnally, also honorable mention for the LCL. Let's take a look at our player spotlight for the evening. As I mentioned earlier, it's Miller Hutchinson. Stats against East Knox. He was 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs, and that decisive victory really broke things open and gave them the confidence boost going into the later innings. Let's take a look at our keys to victory. They want to stifle the energy of the Scots. This is a team that really is a spark plug that can get things going on a moment's notice, and they want to overwhelm the heart of this lineup. The heart of the lineup is so effective in putting things in play and putting things into gaps right where they need them to give them those runs. They've been so successful this year, won the MOAC, the Highland Scots did, but if anyone's going to give the Scots a run for their money, it's going to be the Green Wave here. So the first half there of our pregame show. Stay tuned for the remainder of the Trash Champions pregame show, the next half inning. Fouled off towards the first base side, down 0-2. So Church looking for a little bit more efficiency as he really got up there in pitches in the first inning. Cooper Liebus was our player of the game last time against East Knox. Now up to the plate, facing a 1-2 count. Too far outside, says the umpire. Scots fans not happy about that one. Blows one by him. A fastball gets Liebus for strike 3. Alex Nagel, the designated hitter, batting in the 8th spot, batting in place of Nate Willis, the first baseman. Popped up foul. First baseman leaves it be. Was looking to make a play on that one, but no possibility there. Nagel now down 0-2, using the payoff pitch last time. Church blew the fastball by him. Let's see how he proceeds here now that he's a few more pitches to waste. And a breaking pitch, late release bouncer for ball 1. 1-2. It's right down the middle for strike 3. So Nagel, the second batter to go down this half inning on strikes. Rocco Capretta trying to avoid the trio here in the top half of the second. Inside part of the zone in towards the hands for strike 1. We stay even at 1 now. Just a bit under this one as he fouls it off 1 and 2, but seems to be figuring out this timing a bit. And reaches for strike 3. So 1.5 innings of play. Newark Catholic getting the better of this one so far. 2-0 over the Highland Scots. Still a lot of baseball to be played. Let's take a look at our team spotlight for the Highland Scots. And this year, they're 24-3. They went on a 15-game winning streak this season. That was a record for their program. They're the #1 team in OHSAA's Division III according to Max Preps, and they were the outright MOAC champions. And a lot of young guys on this squad. We predict they're going to be very strong for several years to come. Let's take a look at our player spotlight. And it's Court Sears, the lefty junior. He has a 9.62 ERA, .962. 583 on base percentage, and 23 RBIs to his credit this year. So knocking the guys home when they're able to get on. Let's take a look at our keys to victory for the Highland Scots. They're going to want to pester away. That's what they do so well. They really don't go away and emphasize patience, taking these teams late into games, and if they aren't getting the better of the games, taking them late enough where they can try and beat them 1, 2, maybe 3 times, always staying relevant in this contest. So only 2 hits in the ball game so far, 1 for each side. 3 walks in The first inning for the Green Wave allowed them to create some scoring opportunities. Laying one down now is Brooks, Jace Brooks. That was a close one. I think they got it right, though. Down now is Brooks, Jace just a little bit too much on that bunt. Made it a little bit too accessible for the third baseman. Great play, great arm over there at third as well. Hendrik Karia is right on this one, drives it over third base wall. It's down 0-2. Pierzmirski fires one in. Crowd liked that one. I kind of like that one too, but umpire says ball one. Time called. I think that's a good idea. The pace of Pierzmirski is so quick. Can really get the hitter off balance, and just trying to take a breath and slow things down. Pays off for him here as he leaves it low for ball two. Just able to make contact and stay alive. We stay even at 2-2. Pressure on, though, for Karia. And driven to third, and a routine ground out. A lot of action over there for Labus. We already have 2 outs. Evan Johnson makes his way to the plate, batting in the 7 spot. Pierzmirski doing a really good job with command early on. Even better with location with that pitch. Very bottom part of the zone, but certainly painted it. And an 0-2 count leads to a payoff pitch to get them out of this inning. The windup, the pitch. It's in the dirt, bounces away from the catcher, 1-2. Able to poke it towards second, fielding it on one hop, and the flip over to first for out number 3. So 2 full innings of baseball already played. Newark Catholic leading this one 2-0 over the Highland Scots.
She got that.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves.
Top of the order for the Green Wave as Troy Johnston makes his way to the plate for the second time tonight. Led things off with a walk his first time up. Church retaining his spot on the bump. Really found his groove the last half inning he pitched. The first inning, though, a bit of a struggle as they gave up 2 and faced 6 batters. Hit on the ground. Second baseman moving to his left and botches it. It'll be an E4 that allows ground. Second baseman moving to his left and now the second half of the middle infield duo, Kane Steffi, gets his shot. Showing bunt, but pulling back. Good idea to pull back, as likely wouldn't have been great contact, but was a strike at the bottom part of the zone. Johnston gets his lead over there at first. Church throws over. Good try by the catcher to get the call, but we're all even at 1. Miller Hutchinson looming in the on-deck circle, had an RBI triple his first time up. Our player spotlight for the evening certainly made his presence known already in this ball game. As Steffi goes up 2-1 in the count. And the breaking pitch, he's way out in front of. A foul tip will deaden the ball. We'll have a 2-2 count. An opportunity for Church to earn the first out here in the third. Swing and a miss for strike number 3 and out number 1. Runner will stay put over there at first. It's the third strikeout of the evening for Church. Hit right up the middle, just out of reach of the shortstop. And holding up there at second, let's take one more look. That was so close and hit right up the middle, just out of reach of the short. Bit better jump, it would have been a double play ball. Still very athletic to get over with that speed. We'll have runners on first and second, and field fly rule in effect if there is a pop-up. Brian McAnally walked his first time up. A quick time called by the catcher as he wants to check on his pitcher and just make sure that all is well up there on the bump. Any adjustments need to be made, they can communicate them now. Catcher on his way back behind the plate, and we're getting ready to play baseball once again. Second baseman creeping there, no one holding the runner on at first. Swings right through this one. Popped up, out of play. A scare for the Green Waves fans as one was lost in the sun. 1-2 count. A lengthy lead over there at first. Middle infielder is creeping to hold that runner on. Driven towards the right field, moving in, tagging up from second. He'll advance with no trouble while runners on the corners. Good job of Brian McAnally of getting that just deep enough. Still a good throw out there from right. Mikey Hess also walked his first time up, gets his second crack at the dish. Runner on the move, the throw down. Interesting play there. Runner on the move, the throw down. Coming in to bait the runner. Moving home, but indeed does allow the ball to come through. Not in time, so we'll have two runners in scoring position. Runners on second and third. Pitch was a called strike. Another visit from the catcher. The 0-1. Too high, says the umpire. Looked to be okay, but all the same, we're all even at 1. Blows a fastball by him, but still way out in front. Mikey Hess wanted to drive that one deep. But instead he'll be down 1-2 and a payoff pitch to Church. The 1-2. Not a great decision. Payoff pitch to Church. Trying to defend and saw one off to stay alive. Not a one more time to Mikey Hess. We'll reset and do it all over again. Forced to double-digit pitch at bat his first time up. Trying to do the same here. But instead, the curveball will get him for strike 3. Church gets him out of it with stranding two runners in scoring position. Need to do some work, though, if they want to get back in this one. Green Wave leading 2-0 over the Highland Scots. Stay with us for the bottom of the third.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Gavin Wiggin first up for the Scots. Wigan batting in the 8-hole 8-9-1 due up for the Scots. Waits on a first pitch ball. Appears Mirski still on the mound. Will be first up to bat for the Green Wave in the next half inning. He fires a strike past Wigan. Make it 2. And poked it over the shortstop's head in shallow left center field. It's past the left fielder. Runner holds up at first. He'll have himself a base hit. Rhett Russell batting in the 9 spot. Now has a chance to move this runner into scoring position, give a little life. Good decision there to pull back as we have a 1-0 count. Olibas on it now as he's charging hard looking for this bunt. This one a better pitch right down the heart of the zone. That's the dangerous part about those left-handed pitchers is that pickoff move. They don't have to turn the shoulder to be able to throw down to first. They can just lean. Showing bunt. Gets it down. Pitcher fields it, looks towards second, makes the decision to flip it to first. And they do get the force out at first. The runner moves over to second. Sacrifice works as they planned. Jaden Collins, the leadoff hitter, with 1 out and a runner over on second base. Pops it way up towards center field. Center fielder confident he has it, thinking about tagging up at second, but holds up. 2 outs already. Center fielder confident he has it, thinking about tagging up at second, but to the second out. Court Sears, who had the first hit of the ball game for the Scots, a double earlier in the first inning. Looks at a pitch outside. And on the hands, Court drives it towards center field. Center fielder moving to his left and in, makes the grab for out number 3, so no damage done as the Scots strand 1 at second.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos.
Wait!
Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
action here at Big Walnut High School as Highland is trailing 2-0 to the Newark Catholic. Green Wave, visiting team on neutral grounds. It's fouled off the plate, and then the batter, 1-1. Showing bunt on the 1-1, gets it down, and it's a good one. Pitcher fields it, a hard throw over to first. Is in time, and it's a good one. Pitcher fields it, a hard throw over to first. So a play where I thought hope was lost. The pitcher fires it over to first. I do think maybe a questionable decision to slide over there at first. I think if he ran through, that would have been a lot closer. Cooper Labus at the plate. Pops one way up and foul. So the shortened 1-1 count. This one left high, looked like a release point thing. Labus earns the count at 2-1. Labus struck out his first time up, now facing a 2-2 count. Does a good job of staying alive. Oh, they called that one a ball. Huh. So a full count. So pitcher just takes a breath, trying to figure out what just happened as he steps back onto the mound out of the stretch. 3-2 count, 1 out, nobody on. Forces this AB one pitch further. Calls it for strike 3. This one a little bit low. So 2 outs in the inning after the strikeout to Labus. Alex Nagel makes his way up. Struck out his first time up. The 8-hitter, now Rocco Capretta, the 9-hitter looming in the on-deck circle. Church fires in a first pitch fastball. Nagel, the designated hitter, we saw him put up some fireworks against East Knox. And he's right on this one again as he drives it on the ground up the middle. A base hit to center field for Alex Nagel. Rocco Capretta getting his second trip to the dish. Hard hit ball towards short, and they'll just flip it to second for out number 3. So after 3.5 innings of baseball played, the Green Wave holding on to this 2-0 lead over the Highland Scots here in Sunbury, Ohio.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
Bryce Coder with the OH.REPORT, joining you for the bottom half of the 4th inning, where some leadoff hitting by Zach Church. First pitch swinging, gets him a base hit. Perhaps the life that the Scots need to get things going. Evens the hit total up at 3 for each squad. Hayden Klein, a late decision to swing, pulls back on the bunt. Decision to throw over, not in time. Keeping Church close. Paints the outside corner. No 2 count. Klein will have to find a way to stay alive. Pops one up. Labus running away from it. It'll drop in the outfield. Both the runner over at first will advance to second safely. Runners on first and second after the blooper hit. Jace Brooks officially 0 for 1 on the day, looking to change his fortunes tonight with a hit. The runner in scoring position. Showing bunt, pulling back, a called strike. So Brooks with the 0-1 count on him will look to reset and find a gap in this outfield, but lays one down towards third. They'll get the runner over at first. No, they say he's safe. Let's take another look at that there. Towards third. They'll get the runner over at
do
first.
think that was
no,
the
they
right
call, or at least very, very close. Everyone's safe. We'll have bases loaded and no outs. Hendrik Karya, who grounded out to the third baseman his first time up, tries to get something going as he calls time. Pierzmirski opting to stay in the stretch. It's Karya, looks at a first pitch strike right down the middle. This one too low. Karya holding on to hope until the last second, but a good decision to lay off. So something to keep in mind here, batters dealing with an expanded strike zone. Definitely something, anything close, you're going to have to get a bat on the ball to stay alive. And it certainly has been both sides. Wide strides. This one hit right up the middle, a force out. They're looking to flip the double play, and they do, but the run will score. So runner advances over to third, deficit cut to 1, but 2 outs were turned on the play, and light at the end of the tunnel now as they just need 1 out. They will retain this lead. Ball in the dirt for ball number 1 to Johnson. Evan Johnson, the senior, has an opportunity to tie things up. Popped up, pitcher looking to field, and in fair territory makes the grab for out number 3. Scott's able to get 1 back and strand 1 at third. Bats coming alive here. 2-1 lead for the Green Wave. Only 2 innings of baseball left. Stay with us.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
Top the lineup for the Green Wave as Troy Johnston gets his third trip to the plate. Troy Johnston officially 0 for 1, but has reached base safely both times at the plate. Walked his first time up and then reached on an error to the second baseman. Good breaking pitch. Gets him for strike 2, and Church has earned himself a payoff pitch. Thinks about this one, but ultimately holds up 2-2. The 2-2. Catches the outside part of the zone for out number 1. Sixth strikeout of the evening for Church. Kane Steffi pops one up. It'll travel foul. The 0-2. It's hit on the ground right over the bump. Shortstop charging. The throw over to first, and a great reach by the first baseman gets him by 2 steps. Hit on the ground right over the bump. Shortstop charging. The throw over to first, and a great reach by Miller Hutchinson. 2 for 2 on the day. Has really come alive with his bat and come through for this Green Wave squad. Some 2-out hitting between the left side of the infield. Into shallow left is where they'll collect it. A base hit. 3 for 3 on the day for Miller Hutchinson. Our player spotlight for a reason. Brian McAnally hasn't recorded an official at-bat today. Has a walk and a sacrifice fly to his record. 2 plate appearances, though. Past the catcher. Runner at first will advance easily to second. We are in the 5th inning. A little bit of juice been taken off some of these pitches for a young sophomore pitcher like Church. It can be tough going into these later innings. They definitely have the faith in him to do so, but especially as it gets warmer and stickier with the humidity, perhaps some signs of wear. Out in front of the breaking pitch, makes contact with the tip of his bat. We're all even at 1. Drilled up the middle. They're sending him home. The play is not going to be in time.
As the run scores all the way from second, the Green Wave put the lead back at 2. The way from second, the Green Wave put the lead back at 2. Look at your Trash Champions replay. These fans, they are into it. They love every second of this here in the district championship. Skipper made his way to the mound talking with Church. So, change here. Looks like number 14, Drew Aldezer, will take the bump in a 2-run ball game. Runner over at first will still belong to Church if he does cross home. I love the Fortnite loading music during the dead points of the game. It's actually quite soothing. Altazer really putting some heat behind these pitches. Mikey Hess will take the plate as representing the first challenge to Altazer here in the top of the 5th inning. Hess has forced a couple of really long at-bats. Walked his first time up, struck out his second time up. Out in front of this one, even things up at 1. Ryan McAnally over there at first after the base hit was roped into center field. Very close pickoff move. Umpire says he was able to get back just in time with the toes. Popped up. First baseman makes the grab but collides with the second baseman for out number 3. Popped up, a little bit messy, first baseman makes the grab but collides into the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's take a look at our Trash Champions 5th inning stretch here in Sunbury, Ohio. Green Wave leading this one 3-1 over the Highland Scots. Highland finally able to get something to come alive for them here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They'll have just 3 more opportunities at the plate to make up these 2 runs. A look at hits, we're all even at 5. Only 1 error, the E4 earlier on in the 1st inning. So here's Mirski, will get the bump. One more time here. Sunbury looking to make it a complete game. Really has been efficient in his work. One more pitch from Pierzmirski to warm up, and we're ready to play baseball once again. We'll see a hitter here. As I see the number. Gavin Wigand gets his shot. In a check swing, they say he does. Strike number one. Hit right back up the middle on a hop to center field for a base hit. Gavin Wiggin gets himself his second hit of the ball game, 2 for 2 on the day. Rhett Russell had a sacrifice bunt his last time up to move the runner into scoring position. The run eventually did come around to score. Looks to get something going this time, perhaps another bunt. We'll see. Does show bunt, lays it down. Pitcher looks towards second, looks towards first, pulled him off the bag. And they say he's safe. Bunt, lays it down.
I think that was the right
Pitcher
decision
looks towards
there.
second, looks towards
Yeah,
first.
just off
pulled
line.
him. Any sort of stretch really would have risked the air, so a smart decision over there at first just to take what he can get. Now the top of the lineup. Jaden Collins at the plate. Skipper wants to talk things over. A big spot as the tying run is represented over there at first base. Go ahead run at the plate. Star Wars this time, no Fortnite. Star Wars a little bit more ominous. Into breath and a reset, ready to play baseball once more. Pierzmirski gets the nod out of the huddle, will stay on the bump with the two runners, one in scoring position. Showing bunt, does get it down. And the third baseman has trouble on the transfer. Showing bunt, the air does goes
get it
to
down.
Libas. It's an E5, and we have the bases loaded. Court Sears flew out to the left fielder his last time up, but had a huge double in the first inning. No outs on the board. Tying run and scoring position over there at second. At the eyes for ball one. Tries the breaking pitch, holds up on the check swing, 2-0. Pierzmirski opting to stay in the stretch. Near the Adams apple, it's now 3-0, threatening to walk in the run from third. Zach Church, the three-hitter in the on-deck circle, already has a hit in the game. Paints the corner for strike number one. Three-hitter in the on-deck circle. Already has a hit in the game. Paints the 3-1. And a foul tip. Catcher hangs on. Strike two, a full count. (3-2) to Sears. Hit on the ground. First baseman can't make the grab. 1 run will score. The throw towards home, not in time. 2-run score, and we have ourselves a tie ball game. To Sears. Hit on the ground. First baseman can't make the...
What I was looking for was contact between the runner and the first baseman. I don't think there was clean play there, but we have ourselves an interesting ball game on our hands. Showing bunt, pulling back. Now, Pierzmirski down 2-0 in this count, and after giving up 2 runs, needs to just calm down. And easier said than done in a district championship game like this, but now down 3-0 as he works later and later into this ball game, and the efficiency starts to slip. The question starts to become, who will they turn to in the bullpen? The question starts to become, who will they turn to in the bullpen? 3-1 to Church, showing bunt, pulls back, the skipper leads to ball 4. We have bases loaded once again. Your eyes do not deceive you. There are no outs in the inning so far. Skipper making his way to the mound with a lineup in hand, usually signifying a change. Four solid innings from Pierzmirski, and one that I'm sure he'd like to forget, but still a great evening for him. Really had a lot of these Scots pitchers or hitters guessing. I believe, and yes indeed, Kane Steffi will get the nod to finish things up here for the Green Wave as they're looking to get out of here and reestablish the lead. So 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, and unofficially 3 runs scored to Pierzmirski's record. The 3 runners on base will count towards his record if they cross home. But a long way to go here for the Green Wave, as not a single out recorded. Already 2 runs have crossed the plate, and bases are loaded. Facing the heart of the Scots lineup, the 4-hitter Hayden Klein, the senior, has an opportunity to put the Scots over the top as the go-ahead run stands at third base. Very dramatic orchestra music. I like it. Kane Steffi on the mound will face Hayden Klein. One more time, the runners on base are Pierzmirski's to count against his total. But Steffi trying to keep this total tied away at 3. Instead, there will be a drive into left field. It gets down. 1 run's going to score easily. They send the runner from second, and just able to cut things off. A 5-3 lead now for the Highland Scots.
question starts to become one more look at that right on top of it. Turn to in the bullpen. Jace Brooks 1 for 2 on the day, has a hit and grounded out to the third baseman. Shows bunt, but pulls back and looks at strike one. Sticking to that small ball mentality, they've actually been able to force some defensive mistakes from the Green Wave. A late decision to swing after pulling back. This one's close. It'll be just foul. Catcher trying to make a play. That netting can be kind of deceiving. It's black, so when you look out, it's sometimes a little bit hard to figure out what the depth is. And pokes it. Should be infield fly, and it is. All the runners stay put. Hendrik Karia, who has an RBI on a double play, 0 for 2 on the day. Chops one back. Steffi, only sophomore, but has been given a lot of trust in this lineup as he earns out number 2. Karia popping up to the first baseman. Evan Johnson with a ground out and a strikeout, 0 for 2 on the day. Two outs in the inning, so some quick work done to get him. Hit on the ground, out of reach for the third baseman. They're going to send him. It's going to be close. The play at the plate is in time, they say, for out number 3. Let's take another look at that one. Send him. It's going to be close. The play at the plate is one more look. For the third baseman. They're going to send him. It's going to be close. The play at the plate is. I think that was the right call. The tag. And then the hand touching home plate just half a second after that. Good job by the catcher of keeping everything in line and making the tag. Stay with us for the top of the 6th.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Wait! Plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go. And add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
Przmierski will get his chance at the dish and trying to avoid the loss on his record as 2 runs crossed the plate for the Scots in the last half, or 4 runs in the last half inning. Left outside, we're all even at 1. Przmierski 0 for 2 on the day, grounded into a double play and grounded out to the pitcher. A defensive swing there just fouls things off. Przmierski 0 for 2 on the day, grounded into a double play and grounded out to the pitcher. A defensive swing there. Gets him for strike 3. What a pitch. Cooper Liebes now gets his shot. Liebes with the pair of strikeouts tries to avoid the trio on his record. Third baseman has had a lot of action come his way on the defensive front. Takes one up towards the chest, 2-0. They say it hit the batter. They say it. One more look. They say it. We'll let you be the judge of that one at home, but I don't think that was the correct call. All the same, we'll have a runner over there at first. Even the batter holding up in the box on that last one. Time called by the batter. We're ready to play baseball one more time. Alex Nagel at the plate. Showing bunt, pulling back, and a called strike inside corner. Lengthy lead over there at first, just holding them on. They do get the throw down, able to get back with the dive. Holding up on the check swing, 2-1, so Nagel earns himself a true hitter's count, 2-1. Knows he's probably going to see a pitch that he likes pretty soon. And that he does, out past the reach of the third baseman. Shortstop just cleaning things up, and we'll have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Nagel 2 for 3 on the day. Great production out of the 8th spot, our designated hitter. Rocco Capretta, the 9 hitter. looks like that's going to be potentially a pinch runner. Yeah, so pinch runner over there at second. It'll be Jackson Holman for Cooper Labus. Opting for a little bit more speed over there, and scoring position, tying run represented the way of a runner on first. Capretta showing bunt. Throw down to second. This one's close, but the tag he had to make, he was turning just a second too late. Capretta showing bunt. Throw down to second. This one's pitch was a called strike, so we'll have an 0-1 count. Showing bunt, and does go for it, but can't come up with anything, so 0-2. See what Altuser goes with here. Not seeing too many 0-2 counts so far. Left outside, good little waste pitch, 1-2. Hit towards the gap. This one's going to get down. Center fielder makes the grab. Runner rounding third. The throw towards home is not in time. The Green Wave able to get a run back. So we'll have runners on first and second with one out as Rocco Capretta with the RBI base hit. Capretta showing bunt. Throw down to... They want to have a talk with Altuser here. Let's take a moment here and thank all of our sponsors who allow us to be live and free right here on the OH Report. Lehman Capital Management Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Trash Champion, specializing in service with a sense of hospitality so you can feel confident in our set it and forget it billing and routing, serving Knox, Morrow, and Delaware counties. Buckeye Horizon Train. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Buckeye Horizon Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your local train comfort specialist. Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments, and Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community. So we will have a substitution on the pitching front. Hayden Klein, the senior, will come in a save scenario. He'll face the top of the order, Troy Johnston, 1, 2, 3. Music Man apparently in his feels with Stand by Eminem. Maybe it's just Dido, I don't know. I think it's Stan. This Green Wave crowd coming alive as they try to apply the pressure to the Scots defense and cheer on their hitters. Tying run and scoring position over there at second. First pitch from Klein is in scoring position over there at second. Strike one. That First pitch from Klein is definitely on par with that expanded strike zone we have seen at both sides. Looks at strike 2. As a hitter, really, in these 2 strike scenarios, when you don't really know what's in and what's out, just staying alive by any means necessary. And balk called. Let's take a look at that. In and what's out, just staying alive by any means necessary. And indeed a balk as he moved forward with the chest. I'm not quite sure why, maybe just a flinch, but this worsens the scenario as the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Troy Johnson 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and reaching on an error. Let's ball 1 go. Too far inside. We're all even at 2. The 2-2 is a called strike 3. Paints the corner, the umpire says. 2-2 is a... So we have 2 outs. Two outs, runners on second and third. Way out in front, Kane Steffi trying to get ahead on this one. Hit on the ground to third. It gets past the third baseman as it eats him up. No throw, 1 run will score. We have a tie ball game. Another look at the ground to third. It gets past the third baseman. And this brings up Miller Hutchinson, already 3 for 3 on the day, has a triple with an RBI and 2 base hits. Has a triple with an RBI and 2 base hits. Opting for the fastball. Just able to get a piece of it. Steffi is down 0-2. Tensions high here in Sunbury, Ohio. The 0-2. It's popped up out of play and foul. In a tie ball game, runners on first and second, 2 outs, an 0-2 count. And ball 1, they say. First and second, 2 outs, an 0-2 count. The 1-2. Reaching to stay alive as he's trying to paint the outside corner with a changeup. The 1-2, a defensive swing. Three for 3. Hutchinson is looking for an opportunity to break this ball game wide open. Hayden Klein trying to put a stop to this mess. 1 in the dirt. Good reaction by the catcher, keeps everyone in front and keeps the runners settled at their bases. staying alive, continuing to fight. We'll reset another 2-2. The pitch. He struck him out for out number 3. Take another look at that one. The pitch. He struck him out for out number 3. Take another look at that one. Tied up at 5. Well placed after 5.5 innings. So we are all tied up at 5. Very interesting ball game.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Wait! Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
Here in the bottom of the 6th, things continue to get interesting as the plot thickens even more. A tie ball game, 5-5. After Highland put up a 4-run bottom of the 5th, the Green Wave were able to respond with 2 more. We are all squared away. Strike number 1 catches the outside part of the zone. Yo-2 thought about it, pulled up, check swing. No, he doesn't, they say. Yo-2 thought of. He struck him out for out number 1. So Wiggin, the 8 batter, goes down on strikes. Previously 2 for 2 on the day, has definitely contributed. Now Russell, the 9-hitter, will look to get something going. Has a hit and a sacrifice bunt to his record thus far, and chops it back for strike 1. And the curveball gets him way out in front of this one. A lot of break to that as well. Steffi ate him up with the curveball. Out in front, pokes it with the barrel. Throw over to first for out number 2, and there are 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Jaden Collins, 0 for 3 on the day, but reached on an error. Looks at ball 1 in the dirt. Pops it up, we're all even at 1.
Skipper leads to a 2-1 count. Top of the order for the Scots, so if they were going to go ahead, now would certainly be the time they would do that. A lot of skill out of their hitters. Instead, this one driven to right field about 30 feet from the track. He makes the grab for out number 3. So after 6 innings of play and only 1 remaining in regulation, we are all squared away between the Highland Scots and the Newark Catholic. Green Wave, stay with us for the conclusion of this ball game.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
Throw down here in the top of the 7th. One more inning of regulation.
Was it a ball?
Brian McAnally, who has a RBI base hit to his credit, will get his 4th trip to the plate. Right down the pipe for strike 1. Popped up, first baseman backing up. It'll be the second baseman who fields it, and he does make the grab along that first base line for out number 1. Showing bunt, just making contact, foul. Mikey Hess at the plate, who's probably seen about 20 pitches so far tonight. Just a bit late. 0-2 takes out the bunt possibility. Hayden Klein still on the mound for the Scots. Struck him out for out number 2. Owen Przmierski started off on the mound as 0 for 3 on the day, looking to change his fortunes and get something going for the Green Wave with 2 outs. So after the foul tip, we're all squared away at 1. Cooper Labus over there on first, over there in the on-deck circle. Tries to paint the corner, unsuccessful in the attempt, 2-1.
And a defensive swing gets driven out to right field. Right fielder takes 2 steps in and makes the grab for out number 3. Going into the bottom of the 7th, still all squared away. Will the Scots be able to pick up the walk-off run, or will we be going to extra innings? Stay with us to find out.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
Court Sears heads to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. We are all squared away here in the district championship as we've had a teeter-totter of a game both sides. Court Sears drives it into right field over his head, drops in the gap. Court Sears heading towards second. Right fielder finally able to get to it. Sears heading towards third. He's up with the stand-up triple. Leading things off, taking no time at all. If we do end up going to extra innings, something to take note of, Court Sears is a home run away from the cycle. They will intentionally walk Zach Church. So Church moves to 1-2 on the day, and now they walk Klein as well. So bases loaded. Jace Brooks, who's 1 for 3 on the day, an infield fly and a ground out, now has an opportunity with no outs to drive home the game-winning run that stands at third. So taking Church off of second, instead they'll put Gage Parton over there. Court Sears over at third, and Hayden Klein over there at first. So the pressure is on Kane Steffi. Showing bunt on the move, looking for the suicide squeeze. Infielders playing way in as they expect the bunt. Umpire says inside for ball 1. Intention is high. All of these fans on eggshells. Skips at this one. Court thinks about it over there at third, but holds up a 1-2 count. Zakaria in the on-deck circle, 0 for 3 on the day, will be followed by Evan Johnson. The 1-2 is hit, and the Scots walk it off on a base hit. Jace Brooks sends them home. The Scots win this one 6-5 in 7. District champions and continuing this magical season. Add another piece of hardware to their record. MOAC champions, 15 straight wins, which was a program record, and now district champions. Stay with us for the MVP and post-game show coming up next.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be live and free right here on the OH Report. We'd like to thank Lehman Capital Management Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. The Trash Champion, specializing in service with a sense of hospitality so you can feel confident in our set it and forget it billing and routing, serving Knox, Morrow, and Delaware County. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Buckeye Horizon Heating and Cooling and Plumbing, your local trained comfort specialist. Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. And Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Bryce Coder with the OH Report here with the Buckeye Horizon leading MVP player of the game, and so many to choose from, but it's Court Sears. Court Sears 3 for 4 on the day, a home run away from the cycle, had a hit, a double, and that leadoff triple that ended up forcing them to walk the runners, and you eventually drove home district champions. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So my first question is, district champions, how are you feeling?
Feels great. This is out of the great history that we've had in our program here at Highland. This is only our 4th district championship, so being a part of special part of history feels real good, and being able to carry the legacy that we've Coach Doyle and Coach Church started many years ago, and that we get to carry that on feels real good. Feels amazing for us.
Absolutely. And, coming into the first few innings, you were trailing in that. Some teams, they might get a little bit discouraged when the bats are coming up empty. What was giving you all that motivation to continue to fight later into the game?
Just the confidence that we had from the other night. We went down 4 early, and then we came back in the 5th and the 6th, and we just kept battling. And I know if I get on base and I do my job, I have guys behind me that are going to push me around. They're going to get me across the plate. And when we get 6 runs, that's our goal. We're in good shape, and getting on base and getting myself in scoring position puts us in a real good spot as a team.
And as a hitter, coming late into the game, 7th inning. Some hitters might take a pitch there, not you. First pitch swinging. Did you know that was going to happen, or you just loved that pitch out of the hand?
He had been coming first pitch curveball, and I figured that's what they're going to try and get me on, and he put it. I mean, he hung it right there for me, and I didn't want to give up a pitch like that, a special point in the game, and I gave him my best swing, and I put a barrel on it, and good things happened for me.
Awesome. Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
Just everyone that came out. We had a bunch of people here supporting us tonight. I mean, just everyone. Coach Klein, Coach Ulrey, Coach Church. I mean, everyone. Coach Williams. He was getting us fired up here in the dugout tonight. Z did a good job on the mound, and then Drew and Hado came in and cleaned it up for us. And family, grandparents, aunt and uncles, everyone, and then just everyone from Highlands came here to support us and got behind us and gave us momentum and kept us going, kept us up.
Sounds like you've got a lot of great support around you.
Yeah.
Great to hear it. Court Sears, our MVP player of the game, Buckeye Horizon MVP. Congratulations.
Thank you.
She got that.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ooh, you look like you could use some Cheetos. Wait! Take plenty of tasty popcorn, there we go, and add in crunchy Cheetos. Cheetos popcorn, the cheesy, delicious combination you know you've wanted. That's more like it. New Cheetos popcorn. Get yours now. Go!
Trash Champions post-game show. I'm Bryce Coder with the OH.REPORT, bringing you the post-game show. Scots winning this one 6-5 over the Green Wave. Definitely competitive contest. Lead teeter-tottering back and forth throughout the ball game, but at the end it was the Scots who walked things off. Let's take a look at our stats. Newark Catholic trailed 5-6 at the conclusion of the ball game. Highland with 10 hits to Newark Catholic 7. 2 errors per side. That's where things ended up. Wrapping things up, director and commentator Bryce Coder. I'm joined as always by our cameraman Colin Crisp. Have a great night. Be safe.